Hey, welcome to
English Audio Immersion.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are so happy you're here with us today.
We really are. Today, we're going to talk about something that is so important for every single English learner. It's one of the first things you ever need to do in English.
That's right. We're talking about introducing yourself. You know, those moments when someone turns to you and asks, "So, tell me about yourself."
Ugh, just hearing that question can be scary, right? Even for native speakers, your mind just goes blank. What am I supposed to say?
Exactly. I remember one of my first work events years ago. My boss introduced me to a new client and said, "This is Sarah. She's new here." The client smiled at me and said, "It's great to meet you. Tell me a little about yourself."
Oh no, the classic situation. What did you do?
I froze completely. I think I just smiled and said something like, "I am from here." It was so awkward. I knew all this English, but in that moment, I couldn't put a simple sentence together about myself.
That is such a relatable story. I think everyone has a moment like that. And that's why we're here today. We want to give you a simple, easy to follow guide so you never feel that way again.
We're going to give you the basic building blocks. By the end of this podcast, you'll have a simple, confident introduction ready for any situation. We promise.
And we'll make it fun. This isn't a boring grammar lesson. This is just a conversation. Ready to build your introduction?
Let's do it. So, the very first building block, the most important one, is your name. You have to tell people who you are.
Seems simple enough. What's the best way to do that?
The most common and useful phrase is simply, "My name is." So, for me, my name is Sarah. For you,
My name is David. Easy. I like it.
it's polite, it's clear, and it works in any situation, formal or informal. But there is another very common way to say your name, which is a little more casual.
And that would be using I'm, right?
Exactly. I'm Sarah.
I'm David. It feels a little faster, a little more friendly.
It does. You'll hear native speakers use I'm all the time in casual conversations. So let's imagine we're meeting for the first time at a party. You can start.
Okay. Hi, I'm David. What's your name?
Hi, David. I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sarah. See, it feels very natural. So you have two great options. My name is and I'm.
And honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. The important thing is to practice it. Say it out loud right now. My name is your name. Or I'm your name.
It feels good to say it, doesn't it? Okay, so that's block number one, name. Check. What's the next logical piece of information?
The next piece is where you are from, your origin. This is a very common topic when you first meet someone.
Right, people are always curious. So, how do we talk about that?
The simplest and best phrase is, "I'm from." You just add your country or your city. For example, if I was from Japan, I would say, "I'm from Japan."
Or if you're from a specific city, you could say, I'm from London.
Exactly. It's very versatile. So let's try it. I'll ask you, "Hey, where are you from?"
I'm from Canada. I'm from a small town near Toronto, actually.
See? Simple and direct. Now, sometimes where you are from is different from where you live now. This is a really common situation.
That's a really good point. I am from Canada, but I don't live in Canada now. So, how would I say that?
You would use the phrase, "I live in." So you can combine the two ideas. You could say, "I'm from Canada, but I live in New York now."
I'm from Canada, but I live in New York. That makes perfect sense. It tells your whole story in one simple sentence.
It does. So let's practice that. For our listeners, think about your situation. Are you from one place and living in another? You can say, "I'm from your home country, but I live in your current city."
Let's try role play again. I'll start this time. Hi, I'm David.
Hi, David. I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you.
You too. So, Sarah, where are you from?
I'm from the United States. I live in Chicago. What about you?
I'm from Canada originally, but I've been living here in Chicago for about 5 years now.
Wow, 5 years. So you're practically a local.
I'm trying to be. But notice what we did there. We just had a natural, simple conversation using those basic blocks: name and where we're from.
And that's all it takes. The goal for a beginner is not to have a long, complex conversation. It's to share information clearly and confidently.
Okay, so we have name and origin. We have two solid blocks. What's building block number 3?
Building block number 3 is what you do, your job, or if you're a student. This is another one of the top questions people ask you when they first meet you.
So what do you do? It's the follow-up to where you from.
It always is. And the structure is very simple. You just say, I'm a, and then your job title. I'm a teacher. I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer.
Ah, and this is where a little bit of grammar comes in, but it's an important detail. You have to use a or an.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. It's a very common mistake for beginners. You don't say, I'm teacher. You have to say, I'm a teacher.
So when do we use a and when do we use an?
Great question. You use a before a word that starts with a consonant sound, like a doctor, a teacher, a manager.
And you use an before a word that starts with a vowel sound. The vowels being A, E, I, O, U. So an engineer, an artist, and accountant.
Exactly right. It might feel strange at first, but your ear will get used to it. The more you listen to English, the more I'm teacher will start to sound wrong, and I'm a teacher will sound right.
So what do you do, Sarah?
Well, right now, I'm a podcast host.
Me too. I'm also a podcast host. What a coincidence.
What the chances? But what if you're a student? What would you say then?
It's the same structure. You would just say, I'm a student.
Simple as that. You don't always have to say what you study unless someone asks. I'm a student is a perfect answer.
But what about people who aren't working or studying? That's a situation a lot of people are in, and they might not know what to say.
That is such an important point. We should definitely cover that. If you are currently looking for a job, you can say something like, I'm between jobs right now, or I'm currently looking for a new opportunity.
I'm between jobs sounds very natural and professional. It's a great phrase.
It is. Or if you are a parent who stays home to take care of your children, you could say, I'm a stay-at-home mom, or I'm a stay-at-home dad.
These are really useful, practical phrases for real-life situations.
That's the goal. We want you to be prepared for anything. So, no matter your situation, working, studying, or something else, you have a phrase you can use.
Fantastic. So we've covered our first 3 building blocks. We have name and origin and what you do.
That's a great foundation for an introduction. Let's try to put them all together. Let's do a final role play, but this time we combine all 3 blocks.
Sounds good. You can start.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from the United States, and I'm a podcast host.
Simple, clear, and confident. Perfect. Now my turn. Hello, my name is David. I'm from Canada, but I live in Chicago. I'm also a podcast host.
Wonderful. And just like that, we've both introduced ourselves. It gives the other person enough information to start a real conversation.
They could ask about your job, or about the United States, or about podcasting. You've opened the door for more conversation.
And that's the whole point of an introduction. It's just the beginning. And with these 3 blocks, you have a perfect start.
So just to review for everyone listening, block 1, name. My name is, or I'm. Block 2, origin. I'm from and I live in. Block 3, what you do. I'm a or an, or I'm a student.
Those are your magic 3. Practice them, say them out loud, write them down, make them a part of you. So the next time someone asks you to introduce yourself, you won't freeze. You'll be ready.
Okay, so everyone has their first 3 building blocks: name, origin, and what you do. That's a fantastic start, but an introduction can be more than just facts, right? It can also be about your personality.
That's a perfect way to put it. The first three blocks are the who, where, and what. But now we can add a little bit of why you're interesting. This is where you can show your personality.
And a great way to do that is by talking about your hobbies or interests, things you like to do for fun.
Exactly. This is building block number 4, hobbies and interests. It makes you more human, more relatable.
So, what are some easy phrases for beginners to talk about their hobbies?
There are 2 super simple and useful phrases. The first one is, I like, and the second one is, I enjoy. And after these phrases, the verb you use usually ends in ing.
Ah, the gerund. So you wouldn't say, I like read books. You would say, I like reading books.
Precisely. I like reading. I enjoy cooking. I like watching movies. I enjoy listening to music.
What are some other common hobbies people can talk about?
Oh, there are so many. You could say, I like playing sports, like playing soccer or playing basketball. Or I like traveling.
What about you, Sarah? Using one of those phrases, what's something you like to do?
I really enjoy reading. In my free time, you can usually find me with a book.
That brings up another great phrase, in my free time. That's a perfect way to introduce a hobby. In my free time, I like to read.
Yes, in my free time, I enjoy going for walks. It sounds very natural. What about you, David? What do you enjoy doing?
I like being outdoors, so I would say I enjoy hiking. In my free time, I like to find new trails and explore nature.
See? Now I know something interesting about you. We can have a conversation about that. I can ask you, oh, where do you like to hike? It creates a connection.
It really does. So, for everyone listening, think about something you love to do. Is it cooking? Is it dancing? Is it playing video games? Just say, I like or I enjoy, followed by that activity.
It's a simple way to add so much more personality to your introduction. So, that's block number 4, hobbies.
All right, what's next on our list? What's building block number 5?
Block number 5 is an optional one, but it's very common. It's talking about your family.
Optional is a good word for it. Sometimes in a professional setting like a job interview, you might not talk about your family, but in a friendly social setting, it's very normal.
Exactly. You can keep it very simple. You don't need to give a lot of detail. You can use the phrase, I have.
For example, I have one brother and two sisters. Or if you don't have siblings, you could say, I'm an only child.
Perfect. You can also mention if you are married. The phrase is simply, I'm married.
And if you have children, you can say, I have two kids. Or be more specific, I have a son and a daughter.
The key here is to only share what you are comfortable with. Nobody is expecting your entire family history. A simple, short sentence is perfectly fine.
Right. So you could just say, I'm married and have a small family. That's a nice, simple way to put it.
It is. It adds another layer to who you are, but in a very simple way. So that's block number 5, family. A simple and optional piece you can add.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. We have name, origin, what you do, hobbies, family. Is there anything else? Is there a final building block?
I think there is one more, and it's my favorite. I call it the fun fact block. It's block number 6.
A fun fact. What do you mean by that?
It's just a little something extra, something unique or interesting about you that makes your introduction memorable. It doesn't have to be a big secret or a crazy story. It can be very simple.
Okay, give me some examples. I'm curious.
A fun fact could be another interest you have. You could say, I'm learning to play the guitar. Or it could be about your personality, like, I love spicy food. Or you could mention a pet. I have 2 cats.
Ah, okay. So it's not necessarily a fun fact about me it's just an extra piece of personal information. It makes you more than just a name and a job.
Yes, it's the detail that makes someone smile and say, oh, really? For example, David, you could say that you enjoy hiking, and then add as your fun fact, and I have a dog named Max who comes with me on all my hikes.
That's a great example. Now people know I like hiking and that I'm a dog person. It makes the introduction feel much more complete and personal.
It does. A fun fact could even be related to your English learning journey. You could say, my favorite hobby is watching American movies to help me practice my English.
That's brilliant because it tells them a hobby, but it also creates a connection over the shared experience of learning English.
Exactly. So, for our listeners, think of one small, simple, interesting thing about you. Do you have a pet? Are you learning a new skill? Do you love a certain type of music or food? That can be your fun fact.
This is great. We've built a whole introduction, piece by piece, from the absolute basics to adding personality. Can we try to put it all together now?
We absolutely should. This is the fun part. We can show everyone what a full, confident, but still simple introduction sounds like when you combine all the blocks.
So we're combining name, origin, what you do, hobbies, family, optional, and a fun fact. Let's do it. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll create a new persona. Ready? Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from the United States, and I live in Chicago. I'm a podcast host. In my free time, I really enjoy reading and trying new recipes. I'm married, and a little fun fact about me is that I'm also learning to speak Spanish.
Wow, that was fantastic. It was clear, it was simple, but I feel like I know so much about you now. It was so friendly and natural.
Thank you. And see, none of the sentences were complicated. They were all just the simple building blocks we practice, put one after another.
Okay, my turn. I'll be a different person too. Hello, I'm David. I'm from a small town in Canada, but I live in the city now. I'm a student and I'm studying engineering. I really like playing sports on the weekends, especially soccer. I have one brother and I'm learning how to play the guitar.
That was so good. I especially liked how you added especially soccer and in the city now. Those little details make it sound so much more authentic.
And it all just comes from those simple blocks. It's not as scary when you think about it that way.
You're not trying to tell your whole life story, you're just sharing a few simple pieces.
That is the most important lesson today. An introduction is just a collection of simple pieces of information. It does not need to be complicated.
So, for everyone who has followed along with us, we hope you feel more prepared now. You have the tools, you have the building blocks.
You do. Let's do one final quick review of all 6 blocks. Block 1, your name. Block 2, your origin. Block 3, what you do. Block 4, your hobbies. Block 5, your family, if you want. And block 6, a fun fact.
You don't have to use all of them every time. For a quick introduction, maybe just the first 3 is enough. For a longer, more friendly conversation, you can add the others.
The choice is yours. The important thing is that you have them ready. So our challenge to you is to practice. Take these blocks and build your own introduction.
Write it down. Say it out loud to yourself in the mirror. Record yourself on your phone. The more you say it, the more natural and automatic it will become.
And now we would love to meet you. In the comments below, please introduce yourself. You can use just 1 or 2 blocks, or you can try to use all of them.
Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about perfection. We just want to hear from you. So tell us, what's your name? Where are you from? And what do you do?
We'll read every single comment. Thank you so much for joining us today and for taking this important step. You can do this.
You absolutely can. Until next time, happy practicing!